Jasmine Dominique here, and today is a fabulous day to live beyond the limits because the limits are merely illusions. And I'm just going to burn some Palo Santo. I love Palo Santo. Palo Santo for me just welcomes positive energy, cleanses the energy, blesses the energy. I just love it. So thank you for tuning into this video. I am so excited to just catch up with you all. I am not posting as frequently on social media, but that is because I have just been in another world, really stepping back a bit to focus on my own health, my mind, my body, and my spirit. I think that so much has happened in my life in the past year. And so I just needed a minute I've needed some time, all right? Not a minute, but I've needed some time to just revamp, regroup, and to focus on this new version of myself, right? I think that everyone can attest to the past year, the past 2 years, just really transforming us and molding us into and propelling us into these new versions of ourselves. And so I just needed to take the time to get to know her, right? Like to get to know her, to learn more about what she likes, to learn more about what her needs are, to also focus on any healing that she needed in order to be liberated so that she can fulfill her purpose on this earth. I just needed to tune into me. And so with that being said, I know that many of you have probably seen some posts that I shared about a parasitic cleanse that I'm doing. I am doing a 6-week parasite cleanse. This is week 3, moving into week 4 soon. Where has the time gone? But I decided to do this cleanse for several reasons. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the benefits of doing a parasite cleanse. And I also want to talk about what my experience has been like doing a parasite cleanse. This is my first time doing this, and I am so happy that it found me. All right. So shout out to Jazz. I saw a post that one of my dear sisters posted about the parasite cleanse and how it was super beneficial for her. And I thought, yeah, that's what I need to do. So shout out to Jazz for being a vessel. All right, so parasite cleanse. What is this parasite cleanse all about? All right. Okay. So over the course of time, we eat foods. We come in contact with certain environments that carry parasites, okay? And when I talk about food, some people think, oh, if you eat vegetables and, just healthy foods all the time, you don't get parasites. Totally false. All right, parasites can live on in vegetables too. Parasites can live on the ground that we walk on if we're walking barefoot. Parasites can exist anywhere where the habitat is conducive. And so I think it's just good to reset sometimes and to cleanse so that we can honor our health and take our bodies back. But parasite cleanses really just help us to flush out toxins in the bodies as well. So parasites can live in vegetables, parasites can live in raw, uncooked meat. Again, parasites can exist in environments. So if you're walking barefoot outside, sometimes you can pick up parasites. They exist in environments that allow them to thrive, right? They need to attach themselves to environments that allow them to thrive. And so they live in the intestines. I've heard one lady talking about parasites. She knew that parasites were in her eyes. They can live in places in the body, again, that are conducive for their desire to grow and to procreate. And so primarily, I feel like the parasites that were in me or are, being released from me, they have been existing in my intestines, my colon, my rectal area. That's where I feel the parasites have been existing. And so I don't know if you can notice, but my skin now is so clear. Before I started the parasite cleanse, I work out a lot. And so I was breaking out my skin looked darker to me. Like my skin looked darker. Um, I was tired. I feel like I have a huge amount of energy now. My energy levels are absolutely amazing. My skin has cleared up. My thoughts are clearer. My focus is clear. My downloads are stronger. My connection to my intuition and to the universe and to God are stronger because I opened up the channel. And so, what parasites do is absorb energy. So when they are existing in our bodies, they can only exist by absorbing, taking in the energy that we need, the life force, the prana, the chi that we need in order to live life at our most optimal level. So these parasites kind of come in and say, I'm just going to steal. They're thieves. And their aim is they don't benefit us. Their aim is just to take and to suck and to survive. And so I knew that it was time for me to do a cleanse. Intuitively, I could just feel that. Something that I've discovered since beginning this cleanse, because I've been meditating a lot and praying a lot and just listening a lot and downloading a lot. I think that we can definitely inherit parasites when we're in our mother's wombs, right? So if my mom had parasites, I survived, because I was feeding from her and living from her life force. And so whatever was going on with her physically or energetically was also passed to me. And so I feel that as these parasites are being released from my physical body, I am also releasing just ancestral energy that no longer serves my lineage, right? Parasites can only thrive in low vibrational environments, vibrations that aren't healthy, vibrations that give them the opportunity to kind of, oh gosh, I just got a visual of it. Environments that give them the opportunity to just continue to create and oh my gosh, I'm seeing a visual. Give me a moment. So yeah, they thrive in low vibrational environments. So when I'm eating low vibrational foods, that's feeding like sugar, processed foods, things that are unhealthy for the body. I'm feeding the parasites. When I'm thinking negative thoughts, I'm creating low vibrational energy within my body. I'm feeding the parasites. When I surround myself with low vibrational people, I'm feeding the parasites. They need that energy in order to thrive, right? And so me releasing these entities and energies from my body is also very ancestral to me. Whatever my mom received, she received it from her mom, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And so some people think that, a parasite cleanse is all about the physical, but nah, man, there's a lot more to it. And I learned that parasite cleanses are actually very ancestral. Very ancestral. Again, connected to clearing and shifting ancestral baggage that just no longer serves us, right? So whatever I inherited physically, I also inherited spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. And I'm letting it go, all right? So parasite cleanses, really good for, of course, cleansing the intestines. I say all of the organs, including the liver, the kidney, also the womb, right? If my intestines are heavy and full and toxic, then my intestines are going to sit heavily on top of my womb and could potentially create some womb health issues. And so there's such a bigger picture. Okay, so what have I been going through since I started this detox? I am going to be completely honest and transparent with you. When I started the cleanse, I knew that it was time. I knew that it was time. I was highly stressed. I was very stressed. I was going through many transitions. I was dealing with family stuff and everything that comes with that. And I was shifting. Like what was working for me in the past just intuitively wasn't working for me anymore. The way that I approached my work, my business, started to change. Um, Everything was shifting, and I just needed something that could help me as I anchored myself in all of the changes. My personal life, my professional life, I needed something that could help me to anchor myself. And I realized that I had created these unhealthy survival mechanisms in order to cope with the stress, right? Addiction is a thing. Addiction is a thing. And sometimes we think that addiction just consists of doing a drug, right? People are only addicted to drugs, but anything can be a drug. For me, I was addicted to like being a workaholic, burying all of my stress and my concerns and unhealed trauma in my work. So I was addicted to working, to creating, to achieving, to goal setting, to accomplishing. I was addicted to that. I was also addicted to sugar, and my diet plummeted throughout all of the stress. I was addicted to certain foods. Alcohol was also making its presence known in my life. And me drinking, I was never out of control. I was never out of control. It's not something that I needed to depend on, but it is something that, oh my gosh, I'm feeling some stress. Let me drink and get a little tipsy buzz and just forget about it all. And to me, that's when it starts to become a problem. And so alcohol had creeped in there. For a while, it was marijuana, right? And here's the thing, I think that Earth has given us great medicine. If you know me, you know that I'm an advocate for plant medicine. And I definitely think that marijuana is a plant medicine. But when it becomes a crutch, and it was a crutch for me, when it becomes a crutch, when it's like I need this thing in order to escape the pressure and the stress that is happening in my life, when I need this thing to help me to just forget about it, for a while and create these fantasies for myself, then it becomes a problem. And so I was spiraling because I just needed to go within to really deal with what was happening internally. I needed to go within and I needed to take responsibility for my reality. Now, I will say this. I encountered a lot of shitty people that did shitty things. I did. I encountered people that weren't just and weren't fair in both my professional world and my personal world. But I could only use that as an excuse to stay in this spiral of addiction and unhealthy patterns for so long. And so this parasite cleanse has definitely helped me to, again, take responsibility, to face my reality, to be honest about the crutches that I created in order to not take responsibility. I'm being very vulnerable and very honest with you right now, but it feels so good. It feels so good. This parasite cleanse has helped me to remove the toxic energy from my body so that I could open up the channel to just be present with my true and authentic self. See, whatever is going on physically is only a manifestation or a result of what is happening spiritually and mentally and emotionally, as above, so below. Everything manifests first in the energetic body, right? And then physically it will follow. And so this cleanse, this purging, this release to me is just representation of letting go of stagnation, letting go of control, letting go of fear, letting go of trauma that existed within my physical and spiritual body for so many years. Some that I inherited. I did inherit some trauma, but some trauma was just created because of a result of my own actions and choices. And some I couldn't, some trauma was created because it needed to show up to teach me some very profound lessons so that I could evolve, right? And so this parasite cleanse is completely emptying me out so that I can just be still and be here with myself. And it feels so good to be free of addictions. You know, I don't feel this urge to get up and work and to accomplish and achieve and let me show the world how great I am and that I'm doing all of these. I don't feel that pressure anymore. I don't feel the pressure to wear a mask and to pretend like everything is okay when sometimes things aren't okay, and that's okay. I don't feel this pressure to be anything other than my authentic self. And it feels so good to be relying on her. It feels so good to be giving her the space and the opportunity to lead the way, because she a bad motherfucker. That she is. And I needed to give her the space and the opportunity to do her thing. And I say this all the time to my students and to my clients. We absolutely have everything that we need inside of us in order to see the direction that we need to move in order to do the healing that we need to do. And I wholeheartedly feel that and know that now. I have created so much quiet time and quiet space for myself. It's just been me. I have shifted my diet. I have shifted relationships. I haven't been working as much. I have sat my ass down with me. And it's so amazing to me as I purge, because what this parasite cleanse will do is make you purge, all right? You're going to release from your body. But I can literally feel the sickness, trauma that has been stored in my body. I feel and I also smell it leaving my body when I release. And so usually I'm like, oh, this is so great. Because it's liberating to just literally let that shit go. It's so liberating and empowering. I feel like I am definitely calling all of my power back to me. So I'm grateful. So I am going to share a clip. I recorded the process that it takes in order to make the tincture that I drink every day. So I'm going to share that video with you so that you can get behind the scenes of what I do every day. But y'all, I'm so grateful that this cleanse, this spiritual cleanse, this ancestral cleanse has found me. I feel so good. Look at my skin. My skin, I don't have on any makeup. You know, I'm this is my skin. My skin is clear. My thoughts are clear. What I'm attracting into my life is different now. And it just feels so good. And I hope that this video inspires people to be okay with being your authentic self, whatever it is in that moment. I know as a Reiki specialist, mental health clinician, doula, dance instructor, these different things that I do that I love to do. But I also created pressure for myself, I think, to be at a certain standard, or to, not let people see me sweat because of these titles that bump all of that. Like, we are still having a human experience, and our authenticity is powerful and inspiring. And I think that me being a teacher, the greatest gift that I can give to those that come into my energy field, or for those that I vibrate with and that I'm aligned with vibrationally, the greatest gift that I can give as a teacher is the gift of me being my authentic self and allowing that to be the teacher. That makes a difference. So I feel great. I have been releasing a lot. I had no idea that everything that has come out of my body, like, I was asking myself, where is it going? Oh my gosh. I was storing so much energy in my body, and all of it has come out through my poop. These parasites have exited through my poop. I'm also going to insert a picture, so I just want to let you know at the end of the video, it might be a bit graphic. If you don't want to see that, check out before the video closes. But I'm going to show you a video so that you can see what has come out of my body. And I feel so much better. I feel so much healthier. My sleep is peaceful. My thoughts are peaceful. And even when my thoughts are not peaceful, I'm able to go within to assess, to do the work, to shift my thought patterns. I just feel so much better. So much better. I feel like weights have been lifted off of my shoulders. I feel like my organs in my body have been repositioned because this heaviness is exiting my body, right? And that heaviness, all of that shit that I was storing and holding on to in my body was only a result of what I was storing and holding on to emotionally and mentally, ancestrally. And it is leaving. It has no space and no room anymore. And I'm so grateful to be clearing the path and opening up the path so that what is coming can come with ease and flow and balance and harmony. And I ain't playing about my energy no more. I'm not playing about my energy because it's sacred. It's valuable. It is a gift to absolutely anyone and everyone that it chooses to share space with. It's magical. It's transformative. It's healing. It's divine. And I'm not playing with that anymore. So anybody and anyone that chooses to share space with me, they got to respect my energy because I want to respect theirs. But I am not going to allow my energy to be taken advantage of anymore. I am not going to allow my energy to be sucked and drained from me anymore. I now know that I no longer need that. Codependent relationships. I don't need to feel like I need to be needed in order to feel like I have a valuable place in this world. I know that I'm enough just being me. I'm a high priestess, a goddess, a chosen one. And I don't say that to be boastful but yeah, I am. And I stand in that now, and I own that now, and I value that now because I know that it is a gift that at any moment can be taken away from me if I don't. So, with that being said, if you're thinking about doing a parasitic cleanse, oh gosh, I highly recommend it. It is amazing and transformative. And this is only week 3 for me. This is only week 3. I have 3 more weeks to go. And I feel like the hard part is over. We've gotten past the withdrawals and the fiending. Y'all, I was in here fiending. We're past that now. And now it's just about manifesting and creating the reality that I deserve. The reality that I deserve. I'm not trying to manifest and create in my unhealed wounds and traumas anymore, and heaviness. I'm manifesting and creating from a place of clarity and wholeness. That's different. So I'm going to share a behind the scenes process of what I do to prepare for my daily tincture. I'm also going to share a photo of what came out of my body. So I just want to give you a heads up about that. And I'm also going to tag some information so that you can reach out to the amazing person, Earth and Expansion, that provided the herbs that come directly from the earth. I'll share that information. And if you have any questions, you can definitely reach out to me. This is Jasmine Dominique signing out. And remember to live beyond the limits, because the limits, I promise you, are merely illusions. Shine on, beautiful people. Peace. All right. All is well in your world and reality today. I'm doing this video to share more about the Parasite cleanse process. It is definitely a process that is transforming my life, my mind, my body, and my spirit. And today is day 18 Parasite cleanse is a detox. And so it allows you, it supports you as you detox your mind, your body, your spirit. A lot of releasing takes place, not only from the physical body, but from the spiritual body and the mental body as well. And so I have experienced withdrawals. I have exposed attachments and just unhealthy thought patterns that have been programmed and etched in my brain for over 30 years. And so it is definitely a process that requires a lot of patience and care and compassion and gentleness and support. Thank God I have a wonderful support system. And this is week 3. I have 3 more weeks to go. And yesterday was the full moon. So these are my herbs that you see here. So for the full moon, I actually increase. The regimen suggests that I increase the amount of herbs that I utilize. So instead of using 1 teaspoon of the herbs, which I'm going to show you, I'm actually utilizing 3 teaspoons of the herbs during the full moon. So for those of you who are like, girl, where have you been? When are you returning to the world? I am here. I am just focusing on being a better me first, which this cleanse has taught me I haven't always done. I've been of service. I love to be of service. I love to support others, but I'm always talking about and preaching about pouring from a full cup and taking care of you, the foundation, so that you can support and be a vessel from a place of wholeness. And that's what I'm doing. So I want to show you how I prepare. So these are the herbs that I'm utilizing. And it's a mixture of different types of herbs. I'm going to tag Earth and Expansion so that if you want to, you can learn more about the process, the herbs, and how you can start your journey. All right. So I do want to come over here to show you though. So I use a cleansing blend, and I also use a releasing blend, right, to make my tincture every night. So as you can see, pure, raw herbs from the earth that have been blessed and prayed over. Here, I want to show you cleansing blend herbs. There they are, all from the earth, right? And so every night, I steep the herbs with boiling hot water, and then the next morning, I pour the herbs into my cup and I sip on the tincture all day. All right. And this tincture has helped me to release some things from my body. I mean, to actually look at, because I do, when I release, sometimes I make my peace, I say my prayer, I know that I am letting go not only of physical toxins, but just toxins 1111 that have stored themselves in my mental body and in my spiritual body. And so as I have been releasing physically, I've witnessed, I have observed the parasites, the worms, and I just thought, man, gosh, all of that was living in me, incubating in me, utilizing my energy in order to survive. And the thing that I'm discovering through this cleanse, I've been receiving a lot of downloads, spiritual downloads, and I realized that I inherited many parasites when I was in my mother's womb, right? Because who is educating us about this stuff? I think now we have more access, but in the past, like, who has been educating us? And so for those that are preparing to conceive, or for those that are, pregnant, preparing to bring life into this world, I think that some type of cleanse is imperative. Now, I did see that if you are pregnant, this detox is so intense and strong and powerful. So I don't think that the detox that I am doing is the best detox to do if you are pregnant, but I'm sure that there is something out there. So I say all of that to say, when I am releasing, I am letting go of generations and generations of not only physical parasites, but emotional parasites and spiritual parasites, right, that have attached themselves for lineages. And so I give thanks for being the one that has been called to do this work, this very intense and intentional work, because I know that in the midst of me doing this work and feeling all the feels and the emotions and, things are coming up and I'm purging, but I know that it's not just about me. There's a bigger picture. And I'm telling you, when I look in that toilet sometimes, for those that have a weak stomach, sorry, but it is what it is. I have, again, just had conversations and prayers and really sealed energy, when I release things, parasites, energies from my body. So I'm grateful for that. All right, so this is the tincture. This is what I sip on all day. And y'all, it doesn't taste the best. It's very bitter. I mean, I'm drinking herbs that come directly from the earth. Nothing has been added. It's just pure and raw. So it's quite bitter, but after a while, you become more acclimated to the taste, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. You want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day as well, because I purge, I detox a lot. And so I want to make sure that I'm staying hydrated. Also, my diet has shifted. I am completely vegan. I haven't eaten a little dairy, but so I guess that's vegetarian, whatever. I'm trying to stick to a plant-based diet. I am sticking to a plant-based diet. And sometimes I eat potatoes, right? Because I just crave my starch still. So still working on that one. But I have eliminated sugar from my diet. No sugar. And if you know me, you know that I was a bit of an addict. I had an addiction to sugar. But that habit has been broken. No sugar. I'm trying to just keep toxins out of my body as I maneuver throughout this process. All right. So you see the herbs, they have been seeping overnight. And now I am going to pour the herbs. It's going to be hard for me to do this and hold the camera, but it's okay. We're going to work it out. Let me see. Let me bring y'all over here. All right. So now I am going to, this is my little setup. This is what I got to do. Okay. So now I am going to pour my herbs. Yes, good stuff. This is medicine. Medicine. Look at that. All medicine. All medicine. All medicine from the earth. Y'all, one thing about Mama Earth, she has given to us everything that we need in order to be healthy, in order to be whole, in order to feel balanced and connected to not only our physical body, but our spiritual body. Earth food, earth herbs, that's medicine. That's medicine, and we can't forget that. I know we're living in a world now where processed foods, it's a thing. People want something quick and easy. But, this process has taught me how to slow down and to spend time with the earth foods that I am cultivating for the nourishment of my body. All right. So I'm going to let that drain a little while longer, and then I'll start sipping on my herbs for the day. I just wanted to share the process with you. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm also going to tag Earth and Expansion so that you can learn more about the amazing work that is being done.